The man who ruined my childhood left me his entire fortune. I went to reject it, but his final video made me question everything. The day I learned that my childhood bully had died, I smiled. I know that sounds terrible, but if you'd lived through what I did, you might have smiled too. His name was Victor Hayes. He wasn't a school bully. He was the richest man in our town, and my father worked for him. Victor didn't just fire my father. He publicly accused him of stealing. The entire town believed him. My father couldn't find another job. We lost our home. My parents divorced under the pressure. My father died 5 years later believing the world thought he was a thief. I hated Victor Hayes with every part of me. So when a lawyer called 30 years later saying I had inherited Victor's entire estate, I thought it was a cruel joke. I refused immediately. There must be a mistake. There isn't, the lawyer replied. He left everything to you. Not his son, not his daughter, not his grandchildren, me. I drove to his mansion for one reason, to reject every penny. The lawyer didn't argue. He simply handed me a flash drive. Mr. Hayes said you'd make your decision after watching this. I plugged it into my laptop. Victor appeared on the screen, older, frail, nothing like the powerful man I remembered. The first thing he said was, "You have every reason to hate me." That surprised me. Then he said something impossible. "Your father never stole from me." I paused the video. I couldn't breathe. Then I kept watching. Victor explained that the theft had been committed by his own business partner. But exposing the truth would have collapsed the company overnight. Thousands would have lost their jobs. Banks would have seized everything. He made a choice. A terrible choice. He blamed one innocent employee, my father. I told myself I'd fix it later. I never did. My anger exploded. He admitted it. He had destroyed my family to protect his business. I nearly deleted the video. Then came the first twist. Victor continued. "I've spent the last 28 years trying to repair what I broke." He showed documents, anonymous payments, scholarships, medical bills, the mortgage on my mother's house, my college tuition. Every financial miracle my family experienced came from him without us ever knowing. He couldn't undo the lie, but he quietly spent decades trying to repay the debt. Then came the second twist. Victor had finally confessed everything, publicly 3 months before his death. He cleared my father's name in court, paid compensation to every employee affected by that false accusation. My father's reputation had finally been restored. I had no idea, because I never looked back. Then came the biggest twist. The inheritance wasn't for me, not really. Victor wanted me to decide what happened to his fortune. The video ended with one sentence. "If you still believe I deserve punishment, give every dollar away. But please don't let my grandchildren pay for my sins." I sat there for hours. His grandchildren were innocent, just like I had been. A week later, the media announced Victor Hayes had left everything to me. People assumed I'd become incredibly rich. Instead, I did something nobody expected. I kept exactly $1. The rest became the Hayes Foundation, a charity providing legal assistance to workers falsely accused